Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you about a topic that's prevalent today, that's just as prevalent as it was back in George Washington's time. And that's the topic of fake news. Did you know that in the year 1800 there was a man by the name of Parson Weems who wrote a book called The Life and Memorable Actions of George Washington? And in the year 1825, that book had its 20th edition. That book had instant success, like a book being on the New York Times bestseller list for a few weeks, but picture a few years. And this book had many fictitious pontifications, deliberate lies about George Washington, particularly the tale about George Washington chopping down the cherry tree. Now, since then, this tale has been debunked. Many authors and biographers since then have told what really happened. Now, there is no evidence of the fact that George Washington did this and went to his father Augustus, but in Inventing George Washington by Edward G. Lingle, it talks exclusively about this story about George Washington and his relationship with his father and what might have happened, but nothing relating to what Parson Weems said. And I also want to bring up the book The Education of George Washington by Austin Washington, which also talks about Parson Weems. Now, I bring up this topic of fake news because we hear it a lot in our current culture. We hear our current president talking about it, and sometimes I would say that he throws it around. I understand that. But what if you were the president of the United States and someone was throwing around accusations that just weren't true? And I understand that this book by Parson Weems was published after George Washington's passing. But as president, what would you do? If it was me, I would try my very best not to throw around things and words because I know that my words are paramount in the things that I say or the things that I do even. And I think that there's a degree, whether how small or how large, that our current president does have a little bit of a right to say, hey, that's not true about me. That's fake news. But in the way that he says it, it could be better. Thank you for watching this video. Looking forward to seeing you soon.